We are Widow. This is literally the peakest and coolest version Black Widow has ever been. She gets her own symbiote from the Venom comics, and she looks amazing. Look at her covers. If Natasha ever returns in Doomsday, she better have a fucking symbiote with her. And her suit also changes through the issues. Like, she'll look like this in one panel, and then the next panel she looks more like a Black Widow with spots on her head. It's absolutely bloody mental, mate. But it all started from the Venom comics, where a symbiote crawled up in this dude Keith's brain, lobotomized his ass, made contact with Black Widow, and she basically absorbed all his memories. And then boom, bitch, the first appearance of Black Widow's symbiote. We are Widow. This is a fucking sick-ass panel. Black Widow is perfect for a symbiote. And the first person to show her the ropes is obviously Eddie Brock Venom, and they go on a team up. They're also in constant communication with the Hive Mind. They're able to locate other symbiotes and shit like that. And these are some nice looking shots with Symbiote Widow and Venom. They're actually trying to look for Toxin because Toxin is their grandchild. They're able to sniff him out. And in Venom's comic, it's about Widow learning to use the symbiote and adapt to it. Like right here, she's able to form up from a symbiote puddle and stop a fucking car head on. She also describes the exhilarating pain and fear running through her whole body. Like if Venom gets shot up and hurt, she can feel that pain too. Then it carries over into Black Widow and Hawkeye series. I'm not going to cover the whole story, just some cool parts that I wanted to show. Like this panel right here, look how fucking wicked she looks now. She's able to form her symbiote into little spiders that can retrieve information from a person's brain. You do not want to fuck around and lie to her because she'll leave your ass lobotomized. Like this type of power boost, she's able to compete and take out super soldiers. She's a high street tier now. She just looks so wicked. We should sign a petition to get Symbiote Widow and Doomsday. Right here, Clint and Nat have a quick scrap, and then the symbiote gets jealous and tries to get on Clint. Widow gets mad, tells him to stop, not now, not never. Symbiote also gets hesitant too because they knew about the sniper but didn't really say shit until it was too late. Symbiote was all like, he said to leave and we should have left. Nice shot right here, by the way. They're basically still trying to get along and shit. It's able to taste the poison dart, the chemical makeup, and that it's dangerous for Clint. So now we're into issue 1 of Black Widow Venomous, amazing cover. And this is pretty much my favorite story of Black Widow. It's where I really became a fan of her. Look at this shot. You're sleeping, you wake up and you see her crawling down like this. You're fucking cooked, bruv. But we start off at Alchemax. Guards are patrolling, symbiote spiders are scoping. He gets scared, he steps on one of the spiders and it pisses off the rest of them. Bitch, you done fucked up. Look at this sick ass panel. It's creepy as fuck. We are Widow. The spider just rushes his ass. Oh no, the Bubba Yaga is real. I should have never done it. Here the symbiotes look through his memories and they can see that other symbiotes are being experimented on. And they don't like it. They're all like, what the hell are they doing to us? But here they get so spooked they just fucking run off, take off on Natasha, leave her to fend for herself by the guards that are bum rushing her right now. She meets back up with them at the safe house. Show yourself, I know you're here. And they're all like, we're sorry. But Nat understands that the symbiote's still young, so she's basically all like, hey, just don't pull this shit again. Because when the symbiotes left, she had a 1v many on all the guards and fuck them up. Nice looking panel. But then, oh shit, they got symbiote tech now. This Atom Smasher looking motherfucker. This is what they were experimenting on. So they can create weapons like this. And Black Widow couldn't really finish the job, so she had to get the fuck out of there and live to fight another day. So Nat needs to train the symbiote to not be afraid and stand and fight. And this is where the Red Room comes in. Nat shares her bonded memories of the Red Room with the symbiote. This is where they'll train. So she takes him on a course full of lessons. Lessons 1, anticipate your opponent's movements. The symbiote's all like, shit, that's easy. Give us something harder. Nat says she's trained for years to protect her mind from telepaths and other psychic assaults. I love this art style. Look at that jump kick. Baddie Widow. Now the symbiote's getting overwhelmed by the training. Again. And again, and again. Another amazing panel where it shows the emotion of the symbiotes being overwhelmed and all that. Stop, I can't take it. And Nat realizes it, and she ain't trying to do that same thing again. She wants to train the symbiote in a better way. I can do better, I will do better. While the symbiote's all like, did we pass yet? Nah, you got a long way to go. So she brings in the squad to help her out. Spider-Woman, Hawkeye, Bucky, Nick Fury, and Phil Coulson. Alright, let's get to work. First up is Bucky. The symbiote's confidence comes from relying on Nat's abilities. But Bucky's like, don't be so sure. Widow ain't gonna be around to save your ass. You need to be able to act on your own. Then Nick Fury comes in to teach about trust and how trust can cost you an eye or can let you know that anyone can be a Skrull. And symbiote's writing it down and shit. Never put anything in writing. Jessica Drew, Spider-Woman up next, teaching her how to be flexible, malleable, adaptable. And the symbiote kind of gets too flexible like this? Nah, not unless you're bonded to Miss Marvel or Mr. Fantastic. Hawkeye next in line, shooting boomerang arrows. They're all like, that's it? Wait for it. Boom, hits him right in the back. Pay attention next time. And then we got Agent Coulson, teaching how to be unassuming, learn how to blend in, because being underestimated gives you an advantage. And this is the power and importance of having friends, because they all have something different to teach. Symbiote's all like, are we done yet? Nah, one more test. And it's me, motherfucker, I'm the final test. Deal with distractions, fights are chaos, and if you ever fought Spider-Man, you know the motherfucker never shuts up. By the way, did you choose a name yet? And Symbiote's all like, we are Widow. Yeah, we are Widow, but who are you? And while the Symbiote thinks about it, let's update the fit. Something new, something drippy. And boom, bitch, now we got a more personalized look of Black Widow. Looking straight saucy, amazing panel. I'll scream it all the time, bring back Symbiote Widow for Doomsday. Because now we're pulling back up on Alchemax. Going for the 1v1 with the Symbiote Tech Atom Smasher. Shit's about to get symbiotic up in here. And by the way, the new Symbiote picked its name to be Sliver. We break inside, pull up on a scientist. They ain't fighters, but they're the ones that know the knowledge. Where do you keep what kills our kind? The serum. And he's all like, in there. But Sliver's getting antsy and wants to brain drain all the scientists. And Nat's all like, what I tell you about trust, I promise I'll make this right. Then they finally get the serum. Secure the bag. We got what we came for, now let's get this to someone we can trust. And Symbiote Widow does kind of look like if Mary Jane got a symbiote. But anyway, we're going into issue 2. Main cover and variant covers. Oh yeah, we dealing with Flash Thompson, Agent Venom right now. Let's get it. Now we end up at a shady underground auction where they're selling shit off. And a sussy-ass doctor named Dr. Freck is introduced. He introduces a specific formula called K42T. It's made to kill symbiotes. And in order to demonstrate, he has to perform on a patient. Sliver tells Nat to run up and start wrecking shit, while Nat's all like, hold on, not yet. But then shit doesn't go as planned, the reaction is too primal, they lose control. The doctor freaks out, Sliver's like, now? Nat's like, now. Dr. Freck gets knocked into the fucking ceiling while Widow catches his ass and webs him up. Stay here, Beta. While Sliver's talking shit, yeah, we'll fix your mess for you. Now this type of symbiote is too primal to be sentient, so they can't really communicate it and get it to calm down, so they're fucking fighting it 1v1. Dr. Freck is pleading to help out, he's all like, wait, I have an idea. While Sliver's all like, don't trust that motherfucker, he'll kill it. But Nat's all like, yeah, any type of knowledge helps right now. Nat unbonds from Sliver while Sliver's holding off the primal symbiote as she runs to Freck for the K42T serum. Doctor's yapping, she shocks his ass to get him to drop the serum. She grabs it, runs back to the symbiote. Sliver, get clear, I'm jabbing his ass. Roger that, Nat. And it actually works. Primal symbiote unbonds from the patient. And he didn't even sign up or ask for this shit. He's still alive, but he needs a hospital. Nat presses Dr. Freck. Where's the rest of the serum? Freck's like, I only made enough for the auction, but I got it from Alchemax. Nat says, show me the formula, bitch. Sliver, brain drain his ass, take what you need from him, and leave his ass with guilt. Then as they're leaving and symbiote swinging, Nat's all like, how much did you take from him? Sliver's all like, oh, he'll be alive, but he ain't gonna live well. And as they're swinging to run into Flash Thompson, Nat, is that you? Flash, is that you? What the hell you doing here? Carnage is back and I need some help from Liz Allen. Nat's all like, oh, that bitch? I'm here because her shady ass hired some sussy ass workers for this black market auction. This is my symbiote Sliver, by the way. Flash is all like, nice to meet you. Now let's get to work. And once they drop down, they run into more mindless symbiotes that have taken over all the scientists. And Sliver can't communicate with these ones either because they're the same types of primal ones from the auction. Let's get it, bitch. 2v many. Flash says lure them into the cold storage. We'll slow them down like that. And look how much chaos is going on. They're jumping and running and stomping, but Widow's getting them to follow her to the cold storage door. But holy shit, we fumbled the play. Fuck the cold storage, we gave them more bodies to take over. Now we're dealing with some motherfucking symbiote zombies. Some zombiotes. Going into Venom War Venomous issue 2. Look at this cover, it's symbolic of Widow and Flash being overwhelmed by the zombiotes. And we jumping right in, shit's getting over, choom. We're in the middle of a fucking shootout with some Hydra goons. And Widow starts glazing Flash because he looks different from the Secret Avenger days. But he still has the same old attitude, he ain't afraid of jumping in the bull pit. Never folding under pressure, and he's all about the squad. Now they're at the cadaver lab at Alchemax. And this is an amazing looking panel. You can never go wrong with symbiote artwork and shit, it always looks fire. And Widow notices that these zombiotes aren't really fast, but they're strong as shit. And even Flash is having a hard time. Well, Flash in his anti-venom suit goes for a haymaker anime punch and knocks the fucking symbiote out of the human. And he notices it's like, oh shit, Nat, you seeing this? But Widow's busy aura farming over here and she's all like, I'm a little busy here, but if you can cure him, cure him. She starts throwing live ones to Flash so he can one-shot him. Boom, bap. Boom, bap, bodies hit the floor, he finds out one's dead, he's like, oh shit, this one's dead. Then outside of Alchemax, Liz Allen is misery and she got knocked out of the fucking building, fell on the car. Meridius, you son of a bitch. Oh shit, the zombiotes has gotten loose. Well, she sees on the screen what's going on with the other Venom War tie-ins. And she's all like, oh, Dylan Brock, what the fuck you up to now? But as she makes her way, she gets tackled by the other zombiote that was giving Flash a hard time. Looks like these motherfucking symbiotes need to be taught a lesson. And Misery also realizes that the anti-venom in her suit can cure the humans. So she's all like, fuck it, Sonic Symbiote. Let's get it. Back on the inside, Widow and Flash rescued the scientist, got him barriered up with the anti-venom. while the rest of her symbiotes are climbing up the elevator shaft trying to escape. Flash is like, not my fucking hood, Buster, punching the symbiotes off the bodies, but one falls. Nat, grab him. But it turns out it's a dead body anyway. Fuck it. Flash is leaving all the live ones that he healed stuck to the walls because Liz got people coming to scoop them up, and Widow's all like, these are Liz's people, aren't they? They get the ground level. Oh god, there's more? It's getting worse. But there's Liz. She got a symbiote of her own. She goes by Misery. And Widow's all like, who doesn't got a symbiote these days? Window's being busted out. What the fuck, Flash? You paying for that? By the way, I can heal him. It's the anti-venom inside my suit. You don't gotta punch him. You just gotta concentrate. Flash says, fuck it. Both of you stay here. I'll go handle the Brox. Engage double team baddie symbiotes. Ending this issue with a sick looking panel of Black Widow and Misery back to back. 2v many on these bitch ass zombiotes. Final issue 3 of Venom War, Venomous. We're getting fucking Nova here, chooms. Let's go out in a blaze, into the fire. Which is exactly what Widow's jumping into because she got fucking rocked. Look at that shit. Uppercut Mike Tyson. Pressure's intensifying. No matter how many zombiotes we take out, more people just keep getting infected. She's tossing them in Misery, and Misery's fucking them up. And this actually reminds me of a video game. Marvel, make this a sick ass video game. But they plan to gather them all in one spot so Misery can hit them in mass with a cure. So they gather dead corpses in the elevator shaft for the zombiotes to come chase. Misery's taking out the scientist who's still alive, while Widow's carrying a big ass bag of corpses, like she's symbiote Santa Claus, and it's working. All the zombiotes are coming in for fresh bodies, brains. Misery heads to the roof, while Widow and Sliver handle the zombiotes, but they gotta unbond real quick, so Nat can draw them in faster. And Widow reminds us real quick that she ain't no slouch. She can aura farm on her own, busting off these sick ass moves. But when she's finished, she's all like, Sliver, where you at? Sliver? Oh fuck, not you too, Sliver's infected! But I ain't gonna lie, Sliver looks pretty fucking metal in this panel, like it's evolving into a more twisted form. Misery heads to the rooftop. She states that she's a combined version of the Carnage and anti-venom samples, and that's why she can heal with a little bit more finesse. Nice 2-page spread of both of them putting in work, ground level to the rooftop. But Sliver understands Widow's movements now, so she's giving her a fucking problem. But Misery on the rooftop finally reaches the fire suppression foam, takes it out, and replaces it with her anti-venom. She's gonna fucking spray everything. But Sliver got to drop on Natasha. She's starting to cry. Sliver, I know you're still in there. Please listen to me. You can fight this. But as Sliver starts to come to, the anti-venom sprinklers start spraying off. And it's actually kind of fucking sad because Sliver was all like, Natasha, we are sorry. And that's like, Sliver, no. She starts breaking down, crying. But she still has people to save, so she has to snap out of it. Liz Allen meets back up with Natasha. I'm so sorry for what happened. This is my mess. And I'm going to be the leader Alchemax needs me to be. Well, Nat's like, me and Sliver did what we had to do. Your plan worked, and we should be happy about that. They were a good student. But as she walks away, there's one symbiote drip left that forms into a Black Widow. Fuck yeah, I'm glad Sliver's still alive. Look at the symbiote shadow right there. I'm over here getting all emotional over a symbiote. It's like losing a friend. Because whatever major event happens in the future of Marvel Comics, Natasha Romanoff won't be able to face it as herself. We're gonna need the help of We Are Widow. And that was a damn good story, y'all. That was Black Widow in her peakest form. We Are Widow will return for Doomsday. See ya.